Hi, it's Jerusha here with you today on October 23rd, Sunday, 2016. I'm here to talk to you about the latest hair coloring experience that I have had. Today, I dyed my roots, only my roots. The reason I only dyed my roots today is because 41 days ago, on September 11th, 2016, I dyed my hair from the roots all the way to the ends with the Vidal Sassoon Salonist Color 7-432. So that was called Intense Red Copper. So I had dyed all my hair that color, and it was quite light and quite bright, and I decided to only dye my roots this time for a touch-up because even though, you know, there might have been some fading on the rest of my dreads, I just did not really notice that it was, you know, faded. I felt like it was still as red as I wanted it to be, and I really just wanted to do touch-ups on my roots to get the hair lighter than my natural color that was growing out. I measured my grow out, and I had about 1 centimeter of grow out in that more than a month, so it was 41 days. And it was, so my natural color is a color level 4. And the higher the number of the color level, the lighter the color. So I was dyeing it from natural color shade 4 all the way to a 7. So on September 11th, I dyed it with a 7 level. And today I just dyed my roots with a 7 level too, as well. But this time I used a different brand. I used Garnier Nutrisse brand color, permanent again. And this one's 74. The 7 is the color depth and the 4 is the tone copper. So this is called lightest intense copper. I think it was as close as I could get to the previous one that I used. I found this in my grocery store locally here, and I just happened to be there. And I also had been wondering about the Garnier brand of permanent hair color because I had seen that had good reviews on Amazon. And the one that I had used before from Vidal Sassoon Salonist was not available in the right color in my local grocery store. And also, I just wasn't sure if I wanted to do it again with that color, since the last time I colored it with that, the addition of the packet of serum that you're supposed to add when you're doing the rest of the hair, that addition was what caused it to be a lot harder to apply and a lot harder to wash out. The serum is more liquidy, and the very first time that I used the Vidal Sassoon Salonist, I had very good reviews of it, but I used a lot smaller of an amount of the serum that you're supposed to add to the end, okay? So when I used less of it the very first time, it was a thicker, more pudding-like consistency, and it was easier to add to the outside of my dreads, and it was easier to wash out. But when I dyed my hair the second time, it was about 3 weeks after that, and so I needed to add more of the serum. The serum was liquidy, and it added a texture to the rest of the color that I was applying to my hair that made it more liquidy, and it soaked into my dreads more and took a lot longer to wash out. That in addition to the lighter color, the fact that it was not a 6 level, but it was a 7 level, which was 1 level lighter, means that it was more drying to my hair and my scalp, and I had some itchy scalp after using it. So I just thought, you know, the Garnier has really good reviews online, and I thought I would try it since this color is available in the store, and it was the same number color that I wanted. So I thought I would use this and just apply it to my roots. I wasn't really concerned about getting the roots like fully saturated or totally colored. I was more wanting to just go easy on it and leave it on for less time, maybe even less time than what it recommends on the package label. And I just wanted to forego, you know, refreshing the color on my dreads. I just wanted to kind of go as mild as possible. since I had that itchy scalp issue last time I dyed my hair. So the Nutrisse comes with this color. This is the Color Tube, color cream. And I decided to use 1/3 of it because I'm only applying it to my roots, not completing like the whole way, the whole rest of it. So I'm going to so I just wanted to mix it up in a separate container. I used 1/3 of this, which is the color cream. And then this is the Nourishing Cream Developer. It was up to about here in there, and you're supposed to actually add this into this bottle, but instead I used 1/3 of this and 1/3 of this. I put it in the tub. That is this black tub that I saved from the Vidal Sassoon Salonist. So this is the black tub that I mixed these into. And also the Garnier Nutrisse color comes with this little fruit oil concentrate. So I used 1/3 of that as well, because that's what you're supposed to add to these two, the color and the developer. I added 1/3 of all of these things into the tub. Then I used this brush that I saved from the Vidal Sassoon Salonist, and I used that to mix. I had gloves on at the time. So this did not come with Garnier, and neither did the tub. Okay, I saved these from before because I really liked these to apply to the roots. And it also made it so that I could save these for later, because once you mix them, you have to throw them away. So I didn't mix the rest of them. I'm saving these for next time I want to use this. Okay. My hair's still wet, and you can see kind of some results here. I chose to apply starting at the back of my neck, the nape of my neck. I had all of my hair clipped up with these kinds of clips that I get on Amazon, that they're kind of like a really advanced kind of alligator clips. I clip my hair up in layers so that I can take it down in layers, and then I use my mirror, this mirror, to see behind me as far as where I'm applying it. And I'm applying it to the roots only, really. I'm not even being really obsessive about my roots being covered. It seemed like it wasn't really all that hard to get it to apply to my roots. So I did that, and then it says once you're done applying it to the roots, you're supposed to start timing it for 20 minutes. Okay, so this is very confusing to me every time I do it. Okay, how long I take to apply it to my whole head of hair might be longer than whatever they're assuming it takes. So then it's just, they tell you to start timing it after you're done applying it to everything. I don't like that, because I think I'm pretty careful, and it takes me a while to apply it. And that's why I start at the bottom of my neck, because I feel like that stuff you're not going to see as well. So if it becomes really bright or really, like, I don't know, vivid, I don't want to be applying it here first and having it take all that time and being on there longer. So I want it to be more subtle in the front. That's why I do it. And I left it on for close to 20 minutes after I finished applying it. But like this stuff in the front and the sides here got the least amount of time with the color and developer and all that on it. And I believe it had maybe 15 minutes on it. Okay. So this product tells you, or says to rinse it out, lathering it around and kind of go through the ends. Well, I didn't do that. So it tells you to rinse it out, but not to shampoo. And then it tells you to apply the conditioner, which comes with it. Okay, I didn't apply this. Never apply this to your dreadlocks, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to be doing that. But I was wondering, okay, this says just to rinse it out, not to shampoo it out, whereas the Vidal Sassoon Salonist that I used before said to shampoo it out. So I'm like, okay, I've got dreadlocks. Am I going to shampoo it out or not? Well, I rinsed it out really, really well. I actually rinsed it out since I wasn't applying it to my dreads. I just left the clips in here. And I just rinsed it out from the roots, hoping that maybe it wouldn't run through to the ends while I'm in the shower. I have a hand shower, and I did it with my head forward, my eyes closed, and kind of rinsed it from the roots, and kind of hoping that it would just sort of run off my scalp instead of running down up to here, running down off my scalp and never really running down through. my dreads. But I was like, okay, so it says that you don't need to shampoo it out. It doesn't even say anything about shampooing it out. So that means that they think you can rinse your hair out fine. So I was like, I'm just going to see how it feels. Okay. Well, it felt like it was rinsed out pretty well. Actually, didn't have trouble feeling like it was rinsed clean as far as the water going clear. But I decided to shampoo anyway. So I shampooed a few times with my Dreadlocks shampoo, which is very, very gentle. Mainly on my scalp, but I kind of let it go through my hair. This time, I forgot to tell you guys before I started, this time I did not start with wet hair. I told you before I would always start with wet hair if I was going to dye dreadlocks, no matter what it says on the packaging. Usually it says, don't have freshly shampooed your hair, because I think they want a little bit of an oil buildup on your scalp, but they want you to dye your hair not shampooed. I guess they figure that the developer and the color can kind of penetrate through whatever oils you might have on your hair, whatever products you might have on your hair. So I was going to dye my hair this time with my hair damp, just like I did before for you guys. But so yesterday I got in the shower and rinsed my hair very, very well, but I didn't use shampoo. I just rinsed it out really well to get all of the aloe gels out and things like that. I was going to dye my hair, but I didn't get around to it. So I let it dry, let my hair dry, didn't put any aloe gel on my hair. Just kind of let it dry throughout the day. Then today it was dry and I just decided, what the heck, I'll dye my hair with my hair dry, but I'm not applying it to my dreads, okay? So it worked out okay. It actually turned out okay. I don't think it, so I can show you here. It looks like, I don't know if you've noticed from before, but my roots were starting to show, and my roots are darker. I have medium brown hair, so those roots were darker. They were showing, and it was fine, but I just decided I was going to do it. And so this is what the least colored part of my hair looks like. It does look more vivid because I think some of the color did go throughout the dreads, this part of the dreads as well. Even though I wasn't purposely applying it to there. And I'll show you the back again. So then when I got out of the shower, after rinsing and shampooing this color out of my hair, my hair feels really, really like kind of really clarified, let's just say. I did put my Naughty Boy Tropical Tightening Gel throughout my hair because I can't use the conditioner that they tell you to use after dyeing your hair. So this is the best I can do, is use this as a conditioner. So I used this and I kind of palm rolled a little bit throughout to the ends, and I think I like it. I mean, I like it. I think I don't really need to refresh my color every 6 weeks. I think that the color red has stayed in the dreads just fine. I don't need it to be a super bright red. I want it to be like like a copper, but more of a natural shade of copper. So I really didn't want the roots to be really vivid. I wanted it to be minimal and more subtle. I'm still perplexed as far as how long to leave these colors on when it tells you to start timing it after you're finished with the application. It just drives me crazy. I feel like it makes it that I'm kind of on my own when it comes to applying these things and how long to leave it on. And then, you can take a look and see how much it looks like it's changed color on your hair. And I guess if you get experienced with this, you can see, okay, how much color has developed on my hair, because it does start to change color as it's been on there for a little while. But it's hard to know, like it's hard to tell you guys, because I really want to make this video to tell you guys my experience with dyeing my roots with the dreads. I'm trying to, just keep my hair this general color of this intense copper, medium blonde shade. And I'm trying to not ruin my dreads, and I'm trying to not just leave it in there for a long time. So I'm giving you the video, but I still can't tell you exactly how long to leave it on. I would say take a look, and I personally would rather have it be like a lot brighter on the back than on the front. So I would just like, personally, I start from the bottom up and use my clips, but it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. And it's also hard to know how hard it's going to be to get this out of your hair. The more liquidy it is, it seems like, and the more, the more liquidy it is, the more it goes and penetrates through your dreads. So that's why I liked the Vidal Sassoon Salonist without adding very much of the liquid serum packet, because that left it more pudding-like, and it just kind of coated the outside of it. I'm not sure. I mean, I think next time I do my roots, I'll probably use this because I still have about 2/3 left to do that I can use. But I might go back to the Vidal Sassoon Salonist because I really liked it. Really liked using that. And I, got these products, like these two things from that package, and I'm using them still. I have 2 of these now because I had used 2 different packets. So I have 2 of these brushes and I have 2 of these tubs. So what would I say? I would say you're on your own. I would say, if you're trying to go lighter, maybe go in steps and think, okay, it's not as bright as I want. So it's better to go in more steps and color your hair less often in steps rather than, one large step, to go from like medium brown to blonde or something in one large step. You leave it on for longer to get it that color, to get it lightened that much, but it's probably harder on your hair. I've read that several places. It's better to go in segments. And I would say probably don't color your hair more often than every 4 weeks, even if you're going in steps. And maybe, because I did 3 weeks apart last time and my hair, my scalp was itchy, and I'm kind of concerned that could happen again. So really your scalp is what really will tell you it's very uncomfortable. And you don't want to ruin your hair either. So I think you can see it pretty well. My hair's not dry yet, but I want to finish up this video for you guys and let you see it. And of course you'll see it in my future videos as far as like the way that my hair looks dry. But I'd say it's about the same color as it was before with the Vidal Sassoon Salonist, but using the Garnier Intense, lightest intense copper. So I'm using the numbers to compare. This is 7.4. The other one I used a month ago was 7.432, something like that. But the 4 is the copper, and that was the main color that I was interested in. So I like this. I still like Vidal Sassoon Salonist. I think I had to leave it in less time than this one. This one was 20 minutes minimum to leave in after you're done applying, and I don't know. I kind of just like the Vidal Sassoon Salonist more at this point. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this is helpful to people. It's very confusing to dye your dreads and very scary and intimidating, and so that's why I'm posting these videos with my experience with it, because kind of like, who knows? It's like an experiment. I can't believe it, how much of an experiment it is, but it really is. You just have to use common sense and then just like figure it out. Yeah. All right, take care. I will see you soon.